All right, so day number 1 just ended here at StarLadder for the StarSeries Hearthstone Finals, and it was pretty crazy. Like, the first thing that immediately sticks out to mind is that so many people are playing Murloc Paladin Nimsh, and I'm not really surprised to see Kalento play it, but I'm surprised to see it being brought by a lot of players and perform so well.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really surprising, and that's a great deck to watch. So normally you would expect Secret Paladin, but with the Murlocs. But you know, even with the bans and everything, I expected people to bring and ban Druid, but not everybody brought Druid, and we've seen other decks like Freeze Mage being really popular.
Yeah, even seeing the variation between the players, you can definitely see that this tournament has a lot of diversity in not only the decks, but also the player styles. I think that's really awesome to see China versus EU versus NA versus Asia. And there's all kinds of things clashing here. And that's what makes this kind of tournament very exciting to watch.
Not only that, but also the stories. The story of Dog, who actually lost in the very beginning. He thought he's out of the tournament, but he fought his way through to actually advance, with Xiaobu losing to Kolento in the very end. Kolento as well, being super happy just winning 2 matches, but then realizing he needs to go 3-0 to advance to the quarterfinals. So players fought really well today.
Yeah. So well, actually, Nimsh, Kalento goes to the semifinal directly. But what happens is the second and third player seeds will play in the quarterfinals. And then we'll have 2 quarterfinals, and then so Kalento performing well shouldn't really surprise many people. One thing that's really awesome to see is how much support he's getting locally here. He's the player that people cheer the loudest for. It's no surprise because he's also quite close from Ukraine. So around this region, people have a lot of pride in Kalento. So it's awesome to see people be very fanatic about Hearthstone, the game, as well as the players that surround it.
I think overall the atmosphere is great. The venue with the knights, with the trophy here, players playing in this very room where we are casting with the audience cheering. Minsk has been great so far, and the whole StarLadder series was great as well.
Yeah, the setup here is pretty epic. It reminds me a lot of how it was at BlizzCon, where everything is very thematic to what Hearthstone feels like. Even the audience is very close to the casters. You can almost reach out and touch them if you could see that on the camera. They're very intimate, and as a result, it really makes it a lively experience, very much like a tavern brawl or tavern experience that I really get to shine here. So I'm really enjoying it so far, and I hope to see more of it.
For me, also, the amazing fact is that we are casting near to the Russian casters. So it seems like we are just a group of storytellers telling different stories about the same people at the same time, while everybody's cheering.
Yep, so tomorrow we have a lot of cool players to watch. I want to see how Surrender does on his new team. I want to see how Stan Sifka is dealing with 2016 as well. So I'm looking forward to day number 2 because day number 1 was a blast.
On the other hand, I'm looking forward to seeing Jab. He performed at BlizzCon really well. He did win versus Trump in the past. So I want to see Trump performing in the metagame while Hunter is one of the worst classes. So I think he didn't bring the Hunter for this tournament. So I'm really excited to see what he brought and how is he going to play those classes.